Welcome back to Around the Block Volleyball. Today, we're joined by USC Libero and defensive specialist Brad Pan, a key piece of the Trojan backcourt and one of the rising defensive standouts in NCAA men's volleyball.
Let's go, man.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun one. So, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you, Brad, for joining us. We're really excited to have you on, and we just wanted to ask, how are you doing today? We know it was a tough game last night, but you guys battled pretty hard against UCLA. It was probably one of the most fun games of the year already.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, last night was quite the match for sure. I think we just let a couple points here and there slip, and the match fell out of our hands. But we're definitely gonna bounce back on Friday. Uh,
Mhm.
we've talked about it as a team. We know we got to do, and we're ready for it. So yeah.
That's good to hear. We were rooting for you. I was actually just telling Mike earlier that I was with my girlfriend's nephews, and we were watching the game together. And I was telling them, I was like, "That's USC. They got this." And so I pulled in a little bit of an extra crowd for you guys, but rooting for you guys on Friday as well.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we had like even in person, we had I think our most attended match this year. Yeah,
Nice.
it
Nice.
filled like the pretty much the entire lower section of Galen. It was nice having a big
Ooh.
crowd. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did that feel
Awesome.
like really different compared to some of the other games, I guess?
Well, yeah. We typically get a decent amount of fans pretty consistently, especially on those Friday night, Saturday night games. But the fact
Mhm.
that this was a Tuesday night game and we were able to get that many fans just shows the crosstown rivalry and the
Yeah.
Trojan, the USC spirit. So it was nice and not too different, but definitely nice having.
Are you kind of excited to see how it goes now, being at going to UCLA? Kind of see the opposing crowd, kind of how that atmosphere is going to be instead.
Yeah, I remember when we went to UCLA last year. We played there first, then we played at Galen.
Mm.
Also, big crowd. This rivalry is heated. The students go to support, and the cheering is definitely going to be on the opposite side. We had
Mm.
the crowd at Galen, and surely at Poly, UCLA is going to have the crowd. But the guys out there, whoever's playing, that doesn't affect them. We kind of just we're on our own. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it feels even better when you do win on the road? And I mean, this is the rivalry, right? Like, do you think that feels even better if you win this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone for sure would love a win at home. They come to our home, we beat them. That's probably the best feeling. But now that we're down one, we want to go there and we want to take it back and we want to go to their home and take them out.
And I guess outside of volleyball, or I guess outside of within these specific games, do you really feel the rivalry just in general between UCLA, USC?
Like outside of volleyball, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, kind of just within like just school to school. Is it like something that you're like, oh, those UCLA guys, we got to get out, we got to get them or
Yeah,
something?
I mean, it's funny. My older brother, who just graduated last year, actually went to UCLA. So we've had this little family rivalry going, and my mom has this lanyard that she like custom made, and she bought one USC lanyard and one UCLA lanyard, and so it's like half. She like made it, and it's half UCLA, half USC, and
Oh,
it's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
And yeah, I mean, there's UCLA USC is always like a big game in any sport, any event, and there's always fans showing up for any event. I know when we play them in football, our marching band goes around campus like 5 a.m. and just starts blasting the Trojan fight song or whatever. And like I remember my freshman year when I lived on campus, it woke me up at 5 a.m. and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a rivalry more than just sports. Mm,
Yeah.
you know, People are like, why would you even apply to UCLA? Like, oh, you go to UCLA, nah. Like the academic rivalry is also there, so for sure.
Yeah. For the volleyball part too, do you guys feel the rivalry like against each other? I mean, I know a lot of you guys know each other because I mean, a lot of you guys are from California, but do you feel that too?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. It helps that we're both really really good teams. right? We're two of the top teams in the country,
Yeah.
and so with that like being considered, it just adds so much more to the rivalry. I think it's like top two teams in the MPSF battling it out. It's for sure more than just the rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific guys on maybe the UCLA team that you're like, I really want to beat that guy? I think for maybe some of your teammates that we've also interviewed, they have a couple of those where they're like, oh yeah, I really want to beat this guy. I really want to beat that guy.
Honestly, no. I'm not like I don't know how to say this. I don't take things personal. I don't go after people
Mhm.
like like I'm a team player, right? Like
Mhm.
I just want to beat UCLA. I want our team to win. I want USC to win. The guys that I know on that team, I love them. Like they're great, and off the court, it's all love.
But like between those lines, though,
Yeah, exactly.
does that get emphasized like with the coaches at all? Like, does your coach kind of get on you guys about, hey, like this is a big game? I mean, I guess because it's UCLA, that
Yeah.
probably happens too.
Well, one, UCLA is ranked number one right now, right? Everyone wants to take them
Yeah.
down. Two, it's a USC UCLA rivalry. We're always trying to beat them, and take home the bell. And three, uh, our head coach actually went to UCLA, so he's always like, we want to beat the Bruins. That's what we do. We play volleyball, we fight, and we beat the Bruins.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then maybe just a little bit more, just what about you personally? Like, just trying to get, more into you and our viewers kind of learn about you a little bit more. How did you get into volleyball at first?
Yeah, it's a good story actually. So, middle school, I was a basketball player, like many other people.
Yeah.
Parents knew that wasn't getting anywhere. I knew that wasn't getting anywhere. It was just a fun thing to do, competitive thing to do. But it was maybe sixth or seventh grade. I think seventh grade, or yeah, seventh grade. During brunch and lunch or whatever recess, whatever they call it now, we would always play volleyball. It went from
Oh,
basketball and then football, and then we somehow ended up playing volleyball. And I went home and I would tell my mom about it. I'd be like, Mom, I just discovered this new sport, or not this new sport, but I just started playing volleyball at school, and it's so fun. Like I'm having a blast. Like, can we go buy volleyball? So we
Oh,
went and
that's sick.
bought volleyball, and I was the cool kid that would like bring the volleyball to school, and yeah, it was a great feeling. And then I would just always talk about volleyball, and randomly I come home one day, and my mom was like, "I signed you up for club tryouts this summer," and I was like, "What?" I like no, like I don't want to do this. Like I like the sport, but I don't want to play it like competitively like that. Like I'm not good enough. Like I don't even know anything. I know I look like an idiot playing. It's just fun. She's like, no, like basketball is not getting anywhere. Like you're athletic, but everyone's better than you. So I was like, all right, all right, all right. But I still did not want to play. So summer came and I went to try out for the summer team at MVBC in NorCal. And I actually didn't make a team at first. And
oh,
when I
Oh,
didn't make a team in the summer, I went home, drove home, and I was so upset. And this is a story that my dad loves to tell all the time and remind me about like what got me here and how it started. And I was so upset, like a couple tears. Next thing you know, 2 hours later, I get a call, or my dad gets a call from the coach. He's like, "Hey, like Brad's off the wait list. Does he want to join the team?" And him seeing my reaction, he instantly was just like, "Yes, like we'll take it. Like get him on the team." And given it was the 14 fours team, it was a summer team, and I was 13s playing up 14s in a 7th/8th grade mixed summer team, and it was great. I mean, I fell in love with the sport then, but even then, I was like a noob. Like I would wear running shoes to practice, and
right. Yeah.
my knee pads would already be on in the car, and like all that stuff. But yeah, I fell in love with it just that summer, with the coaches, with my teammates, and from then on, I went up to the twos team the fall right after that summer, and then right up to the ones teams or the ones team my 15s year. And
Oh, that's a
I
quick climb
actually,
then.
yeah, I mean, somehow. And I actually do want to mention that I have one friend slash teammate in club that I played all 5, or I guess all 6 years with, starting with that summer
Wow.
team, and we climbed every team together. And his name is Max Tran. Actually, he goes to Purdue. He doesn't play volleyball, but he was the other libero all 4 5 years
Nice.
Oh, that's
that we were
sick.
both liberos. Yeah, so great guy. But yeah, that's how it kind of evolved. I didn't think much of volleyball going into college, or like volleyball taking me to college, until maybe 17's year. 16's, because it was COVID, all of 15's, right? And
Mhm.
16's,
Right.
very limited tournaments. Uh, we had to wear masks during all the tournaments.
Right.
Like, it was still
Like
that.
no high fives and whatever.
Yeah, no, none of that. It was still during that. And so at that point, I was just like, I was just playing for fun, whatever. Became 17s is when, like, I really took the next step, and I started to get, like, a lot better, more than just, like, a ones libero. And that's when I started caring more. I started reaching out to coaches, did all the private training, all that stuff, and just did what I had to do, and got lucky, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty crazy too. When I played club in high school too, I actually had a teammate. We both went to the same high school, and we played my 16s through 18s year on the same team, and we did play the same position too. We were both setters, and I don't know how that felt for you with your buddy, but like sometimes that competitive rivalry, it like can help you, and also sometimes it makes the relationship a little bit weird because you're kind of competing for the same
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we were best friends on that team, but I was always trying to take him down, like.
For sure.
But at the same time, I personally, like I said, like, I'm a huge team guy. Like, I think that everyone on my team at USC here can vouch for that. Like, I'm doing whatever it takes for the team to win. Like, as much as I want to succeed for myself, like, if I know, like, my role is on the bench, then I'm gonna be happily cheering on the bench, right? Like, and that's what it was for a couple years in club too. And I'm just cheering happily, and if I had to go in, I went in, but I'd be nervous, obviously, in big games, but um, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
awesome. I mean, that's super mature. Like that's like a really hard thing to kind of get over. Especially, I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure you were really good in your club seasons. Like going from that to that jump to college, like that. I mean, it is definitely different, right? I mean, physicality wise, right? Everyone's bigger, taller.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I always pride myself on my defense. I think my defense is the best part of my game, and in club, it was honestly like a joke. Like, I was in a NorCal team, so like we really only played one good team consistently in my age group, and that was Beta Bay. And it's actually my current roommate, Jackie Ritton. He was on that team, so we played a lot. But we would only come down to SoCal or nationals like 3 or 4 tournaments in the whole year, right? So those were really our only chances, and even then, like 2 out of the 3 or 4 days, you're playing like other teams that like aren't really as competitive. And so we really had to take advantage of what we could. But the defense from then to now, for like even just from my 18th year to my freshman year of college, is like absolutely another level. Like, guys are jumping and getting their chests over the net. Like, if you could do that in club, you were going D1, right? If you could do
Yeah.
that, you were starting. Everyone was looking at you. But in college, that's like it's pretty standard. Most guys can get their chest over the net. Most guys jump out of the roof. Most guys hit the ball so hard. And coming in a freshman year, like even serves, like I could not handle the serves at all. So the transition was definitely a struggle, but some guys are just gifted, and you gotta
Yeah.
accept that.
What do you think was the hardest thing to transition for from you from club years in high school into college? Because there's so many different parts of the game, right? Even for a libero.
Yeah, I mean, there's all the technical stuff, right? There's the passing, the serving, like the systems, everything. But honestly, I think it's like the standard, right? Like, I mean, in club, a free pass, I mean, a free ball, like you pass it, whatever. It's this, that, like a down ball, whatever, like a tip. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's whatever. Like, when I came here, like my freshman year, I remember getting chewed out about all the small things, and it really gets to you. I mean, like it makes you think, like, damn, like never thought of that. Like, like a high ball you would set just a little wide. That's like a really easy set. Like you'll get chewed out for it, and a free ball that isn't passed perfectly and high and right on the setter, like you'll get chewed out for it, and that's just like the competitive juices. Like you want to win when someone on your team does something like that. It's just like, damn, like are you focused? Like what's going on? Like figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think that like mental side of the game was definitely the biggest jump for me.
Yeah, I think actually Caleb told us something about that where you guys have some drills where anytime you guys like mess up like a free ball pass or something like that, the coaches will like hit like a bunch of balls at you or something like that. I'm not sure exactly
Yeah,
what it was off the top of my head, but
I think what he was talking about maybe is like a coach on one drill is just like,
hmm.
or like three ups. If like any ball drops and like no one goes for it, or if it's a ball that should 100% be up and you don't get it up, like everyone clears out, he grabs a cart and he's tossing balls all over, and you better get three of those up. Yeah.
And every single volleyball player in the world loves doing that.
I genuinely do. That's the funny part. Like I the one of the biggest reasons why I love volleyball is that I see the ball and I go. I just run. Like my brain turns off and I just run for it, and I love that, like I don't know, that like adrenaline rush, like it's like my favorite thing about volleyball. And so anytime there's like a three ups drill, like a diving drill or a defense drill, where like I just gotta sit there and react and like be ready to run or like get blown up, I love it. So personally, I've never had, or maybe I've had once, gone at three ups, but otherwise I wish I got more. Honestly.
He's
Yeah.
too good. He's too good to get those.
No, 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 not that. No, 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 no.
They just know to make it even harder. Like, all right, he's got two. All right, I'm chucking it across the gym.
Yeah.
Did you ever get hurt? Because I mean, you kind of just spoke about that mentality of just going for every ball. Have you ever gotten hurt just going for a crazy ball or anything like that?
Never like a big injury. No.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I'm actually like knock on wood, but I'm pretty lucky with the whole injury thing. And granted, I'm a libero. I don't do like all the knees and back stuff, but
Yeah.
I've had a few hip issues, and including
Mhm.
like big bruises or like like a pink raspberry or whatever they call it now. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do battle hip injuries a lot, strained
Okay.
hips, all that stuff. Just because like I'm in like a weird position and then I try to like push off and my hip is just like also they're just really tight. So yeah,
Yeah. Because I don't think he'll ever say it, but Justin, at least when he was playing, he would dive for some crazy balls. Like he would go like into the stands, or he would like the scores table. I'm like, what? Why are you doing that? But I mean, he
yeah.
had that
It's
mentality too.
it's the adrenaline, I'm telling you, and like not
Yeah.
even like for like the clip, but like in your mind you're thinking like how sick would it be if I dove over this thing and like dug this ball. Like I think that's like it's always like on the back of your mind. Like it doesn't matter if you're trying to think about it or not, like it's gonna be there. And unless obviously like you do it all the time, then it's like whatever.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
I'm
true.
sure some guys do. Yeah. I mean, there's been some pretty funny moments with our team and all that stuff. Like I remember when I played against Irvine a couple weeks ago, I dove for a ball and then Sterling was right there and he like just landed on top of me and we were both on the ground. Ball gets popped
Oh,
up. Parker goes up and like hits like he goes like high hands somehow on like a random out of system ball, and me and Sterling are both like right like around area 4 out of bounds, and we're both he's laying on top of me and I'm face down, and the ball literally flies right by both of our heads and lands right next to us out. And we're like, I know everyone just got so excited because that it's like the scrappy plays like that are really exciting.
Yeah, I agree. I think it also makes like for the most entertaining as a viewer now, like that makes for like some of the most entertaining volleyball, all those scrappy plays. You love to see people like diving everywhere, making those hustle plays.
Yeah, those are the best.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to go back to like a previous thing you mentioned about your recruitment process to USC. You kind of mentioned that you were the one reaching out to a lot of the coaches, I guess. Was that something that happened for USC, or did you get recruited in some different way, or did other schools happen to recruit you or something?
Yeah, let me think back on this. It's actually I committed pretty late, I would say.
Mhm.
Right, the beginning of my senior year, most recruits or big time players commit their junior year. Right, I
Yeah.
know all
Hmm.
three of the people in my class, um, Jack, Wes, and Jacoby, they all committed their junior year, and it wasn't until August or September of my senior year of high school where I like actually committed. And throughout junior year, especially second half and in the summer, I did a lot of reaching out to coaches and everything, and pretty commonly I got no response. But I was talking to Loyola Chicago back when Coach Ali'i was still there. I think I don't know where he is now. I think he just got hired somewhere. But it was him, that was his first year. It was him, John Hawks, and Steve Kokorkin. And I went. They like invited me out to go to their camp in the summer, and that was my like first real like contact with the coach, and I was like so excited. So obviously I went all the way to Chicago for that, and
Nice.
Yeah.
it went well, but they offered me a visit and everything, and then right when that clicked, everything else started to fall in place. Like there's got to be like some sort of like coaches group chat or something where like I swear something like that. But no, yeah, I tried Stanford too, just
Mhm.
because my 18's club coach was Ken Shibuya, and back then
Mm.
he was still at Stanford.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
so, but they told me they weren't taking Libero for my class,
Mm.
and they didn't. But other than that, not really too much exposure with other D1 schools. A lot of D3 schools, but USC wasn't until late summer. Coach Sato, Gary Sato,
Mhm.
came up to NorCal for some camp, ran a camp at MVVC and at Menlo College, and he came to the MVVC gym, and I was there playing in like some open gym or some clinic, and he saw me play, and he went back and I think told Nygaard and Prager and the coaches about me, and next thing you know, and like our recruiting coordinator at MVVC, who like helped all kids who wanted to go to college, gave me a call, and
Mhm.
he's like, "Hey, like, send me your transcript, send me blah blah blah, all this. Like, a coach is interested." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good. Who is it?" He's like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like,
What
"All
the?
right."
Why do you keep it a secret?
Yeah, I'm like, "All right." And then right after that, like a couple days after that, I get a call from Coach Nygaard, and he's like, "Hey, am I speaking to Brad?" I'm like, "This is Brad," and he's like, "I'm Coach Jeff Nygaard from USC Men's Volleyball." And as soon as I hear that, like, oh my God, my heart just sank. I'm like, whew, like I got so nervous. But at the same time, it was like, like I worked like pretty hard to get there, and I
Mhm.
should be excited and I shouldn't be nervous. But yeah, after that, a couple more calls here and there, about a month, and I sent some film, and eventually I got the offer, which was pretty cool. Yeah,
Nice. That is kind of funny that the coach came at an open gym. It wasn't at like a tournament or anything.
exactly. Yeah, which is the craziest part. I'm telling you, like it was luck, and a lot of the stuff for like more small time players are luck. Like, you can work so hard, but sometimes you just need the right opportunity, or you got to get lucky.
So you did like do basketball, you said, up until I guess seventh grade. Did you do that at high school at all, or as soon as you got into volleyball, that was it?
As soon as I got into volleyball, that was it. But I actually did play my 14s year. I played both AAU and club volleyball, so I
Oh,
would have
nice.
like, but back then it was like eighth grade. Like my body could do it all. Like it was
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Like I would end class at like 3:30, whatever. Go straight to volleyball practice at 4, and then that's like 4 to 6, and then I had like my AAU practice like 6:30 to 8:30. It'd be like back to back, and like, that was fun to me. But now I don't think I could ever do that. Yeah, but only that was only for like half a year because the seasons are just however. But yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
my
you really
AAU.
just you really just bought into the whole volleyball, especially like in high school, right?
Yeah, and I actually looked for this text once, and I can't find it. It must have been like the new phone or whatever. Like all the texts get lost. But this is gonna sound really made up, but I promise it's not.
Okay.
I swear, my eighth grade AAU coach, Elijah Rodriguez, he asked me to come back and play in the summer, or in the fall, or the next season, or I forget when. He's like, "Hey, are you coming back?" Like, he wanted me to go play for one of their tournaments, like, because I had just like tryouts had just ended and I didn't try out again, and he was like, "Hey, like, we need someone. Like, do you want to come play? Like, rejoin the team?" I'm like they're going to Vegas, blah blah blah. Like, I'm like, "No, I can't. Like, I think like I have a really good shot at like being good at volleyball. Like, maybe like I'm done with basketball." and, and so that was the end of it. But yeah.
You're
He's
really
trying
trying
to
to
bring
bring a
you back
ringer
to,
in.
yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't even that good too. It was like a twos or threes team. And like, it was not a ones team. Like don't get too excited. I wasn't that good at basketball. I was just locked down on defense, and like I could bring the ball
Hey.
up and I was shifty, but I wasn't a big scorer. I would just handle the ball and play defense.
Okay. Do
Another
you follow
team
NBA at
player.
all?
I used to a lot more. Now it's kind of just like
Okay.
I see what happens on like Instagram or like Twitter,
Yeah.
like some big news drops. I'm like, oh, but I'm classic like Bay Area Warriors fan, Steph Curry fan, all that. So, yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, who do you think your player comp would be if you were? Obviously, you're not as good as the NBA players, but because you're not in the NBA. But what do you think you would have been?
Oh my God.
You can sell it up a little
I'm
bit.
gonna I'm gonna say Patrick Beverly, or like maybe like a Chris Paul Russell Westbrook mix.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I was like explosive like Russ. I would grab boards over like some 6-footers, all that. But I just never scored too well. Very inconsistent.
But you didn't talk like those guys, right? Because you
No,
picked a lot of guys
no,
that talk a lot.
I never talk. I would never talk. Mouth shut. I'm not a big trash
Because
talker.
yeah, I mean, I feel like as a libero, you kind of can't really trash talk that much either, because you're always in the back row. You're not at the net.
There's nothing you can do that's in your control to make like a boom play. Like as an out, like any like other position, like as you can bounce a ball or like stuff a ball and be like, like and say whatever you want to say, but as a lib, like you like dig a ball.
You dig a ball, the
You
play
call
still
it call it
going.
easy.
Yeah,
Call it easy afterwards. I guess
you
I
call
don't
it
know.
easy, and then what? Like you lose the point. Like
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard as a lib, but even then, like I'm not a big shit talker.
I think kind of talking about like, these star players or whatever. Do you have any like volleyball or sports in general, basketball maybe, like role models or favorite players while you were learning, I guess learning volleyball or even with basketball?
I think growing up, my role model was always Jeremy Lin. I
Hmm.
just think that like as a NorCal kid, I mean Jeremy Lin was from NorCal too. He
Yeah.
Yeah.
went to Palo Alto High School, which is like 20 minutes from me. Like going to like a I guess yeah, just from like a small high school and making it to college for the sport and all that. Like grew up watching him, Linsanity, all that. But in terms of volleyball, I actually loved Kyle D'Agostino.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So because like Stanford, like that's
Yeah.
he played at Stanford the whole time I was in club. Basically, like I really started to watch, and so I would always go to Stanford games and watch. And Kyle D'Agostino was that guy, and he was so good, and wanted to model my game after him, but not quite there.
Hey, but that's another team player type of guy, so you're fitting that
Exactly.
mold pretty well.
The basketball part, we're Knicks fans, so we were tapped into the Linsanity era for
Yeah.
sure. We were
There
on
you
that.
go.
And then maybe just more about USC. Like, how has that been for you? I mean, you're in your junior year now. I guess you're now an upperclassman. Like, how does that kind of feel, I guess, on the team as well?
Yeah, I mean, comparing it to my underclassmen years, freshman and sophomore year, uh, like on the court, off the court, both, I definitely feel like I have more of an impact. I play a bigger role, and like obviously you have your captains, right? You have your starters. We have weight room captains, all of that. Like I don't have a title, but I think I'm more of like a lead by example kind of guy. Like I said, like being a team player, like I'm just doing what's right for the team and what's best for the team, and part of that is like lifting hard in the weight room, and that I think genuinely will like make the freshmen better, right? Because they come in
Yeah.
and they see the smallest guy lifting hard. Like I genuinely am outlifting some of them,
Ooh.
and I always chirp him about that. Like when we get like lunch or whatever, like come on, like he's like some of them are like, he'll grab me a coffee or grab me a drink or whatever when we get food, and I'm like, maybe when you can clean more than me, like stupid stuff like that. Like I don't know, like it's all fun and games, but I think that's definitely my impact is that, and just being a head down grinder, like getting my first start at UCI a couple weeks ago. I
Yeah.
think definitely has shown like the freshmen that like you just got to work hard, right? Like I didn't get an opportunity my freshman or sophomore year at all, and all I've done is work hard and not complain, and like you'll get your chance, and
Yeah.
I think that's my contribution to them.
This is so random, but you were talking about the weight room thing, and I was scrolling on Instagram before the call, and I saw this post where it was like you had a better vert than Dylan Klein. Like I saw that where you guys like were competing on like a force plate or something.
Ooh, he's not gonna like that one. But,
Shout out Dylan. Hey.
yeah, so Dylan and I, and a couple other guys, on the force plates, top two is always Dylan and I. We are always head to head, and I think I've only beaten him once, in a jump off, or I don't even know if I beat him, but maybe I tied him or something. But it's
I saw it in
always
whatever post. It said that you had like I think you just barely beat him or something like that.
okay. There you go. Okay, so I got one. But very consistently, it's always Dylan number one, me number two, and then a couple guys right below. Like Wes is a high jumper, Wesley Smith, Noah Roberts. Those guys. I feel like I'm missing someone, but it sucks for them. Sorry. But yeah, we always give each other shit about it, but we also like always encourage each other. Like if he jumps a bit of a lower number one day, he'll be like, "Hey, this is your chance. Like, go take it." But then like I also jump a lower number, so I stuck at number two. So not something to complain about though. Like I don't mind jumping lower than Dylan.
Hey, but the question comes out now: are you gonna take Dylan's spot on the outside if you're jumping higher than him?
If you guys watch like our warm ups ever, like I always hit a 2-wall right before hitting lines, and I don't know. You can ask your coaches. Yeah,
You're
There
gonna
you
have to give
go.
a call.
yeah, I can pull up some film. One swing, twice a week.
Did you ever get any like outside play at all during your like club years, or just libero only?
Yeah, I started out my 14s year as an outside.
Nice.
Actually, me and Max, the libero that I played with all 6 years or 5 years
Yeah.
with, we were the two outsides on that twos team, and
Oh, nice.
it was so fun. And then I like set for that team in the summer because our setter
Oh wow.
left, or our setter like went to go play handball. He's on like the
That's so
U.S.
random.
handball team. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
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 I
valid.
never mind. Never mind. You got it though.
Or not U.S. handball team, but like his high school or something was like going to nationals, and they were like the top five team or something.
Oh, okay.
But something like that. Anyways, he was good at handball, but we kind of needed him for nationals. But anyways, I picked up setting somehow, and we did fine. So,
Nice.
Hey.
but yeah, that's about it though. Oh, I played outside in high school for a year.
Oh, nice.
When my senior year of high school, I played outside and started off as the OH1. Then I realized, no, I can't be doing this. Like it's too like I can't put the ball away. Sorry. so I got moved to the OH2. We went 10-0 to start off the season, and then
Hey.
we lost one game. And I think I must have hit like negative 1,000 or something. And instantly from then on, I was the libero, and I haven't played outside since. Yeah. Yeah, I I didn't have any crazy kills, but I would I don't know, use the block chisel or
Yeah, you
if
get your
if there
points.
was if there was an open net, I would go take a whack at it, but that's about it.
So I'm a little curious about this. We actually didn't ask Dylan or Caleb, or I guess we've also talked to Cam Thorne before. But like, what is it like on game days or an off day for you guys as players? Because I mean, we were never in that collegiate athletics type of thing. Like, what is that like?
Yeah, I'll start off with the off days. I mean, I think as we're pretty fortunate to have weekends off when we don't have Saturday games, right? If it's a Friday night game, we get Saturday, Sunday off, and we're right back to it Monday. If it's a Saturday game, we get Sundays off, and typically Mondays will be a bit lighter, and we'll do like recovery stuff. And off days are very, very, very chill. But this year we've been we're placing a pretty big emphasis on not doing like physical activities outside of volleyball, just because
Okay.
of like injuries that have happened from things
Ooh.
like that. So like we try not to like play any volleyball outside of like practice. Like try not to play any beach volleyball, none of that. Like you can do like I don't know like pickleball or whatever, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just like the risk is if you walk in the next day with an injury and they're like, what happened? And you're like, oh, I was playing pickleball or I was playing beach volleyball, and it's like you're putting like the team's success at risk just because you want to have some fun, which is kind of like how I see it, at least. Like it's just not worth it. But off days, yeah, I mean, personally, I just go get some sun, relax, don't do too much stuff. Like I literally just chill. I'll sleep in until like noon or whatever, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you got to take advantage of the rest that you can get. But for game days, it's definitely a long day. I think that's the way I would describe it. We usually do our like pregame serve and pass around noon, and like the game's not till 7 or so. But
Yeah.
yeah, we do our serve and pass at noon, do our quick game plan or whatever, and then we have like an hour or two off to ourselves. And usually as a team, a lot of guys just chill in the locker room, play Brawl Stars, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, just rot on the couch. Or, they go see our trainer, get rehab done, whatever they need to do, just prepare themselves. A lot of guys also go out, get some sun in their eyes. But other than those 2 hours where you get to relax, it seriously is a mentally draining day. Because as soon as you're back, you watch film and do food, like a pregame meal at around 4. And from then on, like, you're locked in. Like, you do what you gotta do. I usually, me and Johnny will go out early to the court when it's open, around like 5, and get our passing reps in, down balls, defense, whatever it is. And as soon as 5:40 hits, we're in the locker room, 5-minute meeting with the coaches to run over whatever we got to go over, and we're out there and we're warming up again. So you can't, like, I guess Nygaard, our coach, always says, like, don't like exert yourself so much before we're actually warming up, because it's hard to maintain your energy throughout all that time.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, I am a big caffeine guy. I probably have 1 Celsius every day, every morning, and typically with 1 Celsius, I won't experience like a crash or anything. But on game days, I will probably do close to like 500 milligrams of caffeine.
Whoa.
And I'll wake up in the morning and get breakfast, and I'll have a cup of coffee with that.
Yeah.
Depends where I'm getting breakfast. Sometimes it'll be a cold brew. Sometimes it'll be like, I don't know, just like anything, like Starbucks, whatever. Sometimes it'll be a matcha, like chiller, whatever. And then I'll let that settle in, and right before our pregame meal, I'll have another cup of coffee. It's typically like a full cup of black coffee.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, yeah, that's around 4. And then right at 5, when I go out and get my pregame reps, I'll have a Celsius, or I'll start drinking the Celsius, and I'll finish the Celsius right before we head out for our actual warm-ups at 5:40. So it's about like 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine within an hour or two.
Yeah.
And so I always crash so hard if there's like a fifth set. Like as soon as the fifth set ends, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah.
So you don't have a problem getting to sleep though afterwards. If you
Typically
crash
no,
already,
but
does it help?
typically no. But sometimes the adrenaline is just still like rushing through me, and I just like
Yeah.
I'll be like physically tired, but my brain is like wide awake, and I just like lay in bed and scroll until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
like I did last night. Yeah.
So you drink a lot of Celsius. Do you got a favorite flavor? You seem like a Celsius connoisseur at this point. It's like one a day.
Yeah, I love the peach vibe. I also love the regular grape.
Okay.
I think those are my two favorite.
Okay. You don't do any of the other energy drinks?
Yeah, not really. I don't really do. I used to do Red Bulls, but I heard a lot about them, and
Yeah.
not to, yeah, but probably not as good as, or not as good for you. Not
Yeah,
that
we don't want to ruin
Celsius
any
is good for you.
brand deal potential, you know?
Yeah.
Keep it clean here.
Yeah, but no, I love Celsius. I think it's
Okay, Celsius hit our guy up. Come on now.
I guess in a similar way, just talking again about the like game days. How are game days or like even like travel days for you? Because I know with men's volleyball, you guys travel some large distances sometimes to just play games.
Yeah, we are very, very fortunate this year to not have to travel much at all. The only flights we take this year are to BYU, and we do that twice,
Mhm.
back-to-back weekends, I think. We go play BYU, and then we come back, and then we go back for MPSF championships. But also at the same time, some people think that's like you want to travel, like you want to take flights. It like feels more like you're playing a D1 sport. But it definitely saves the body not having to fly. Our bus rides are pretty chill. Like everyone has their seats, and we'll play like the imposter game, like the word imposter game. Yeah,
Yeah.
we play
Yeah.
that a lot on the bus ride, and that takes up like a good amount of time. Yeah, I don't think traveling is that big of a deal, especially like a bus ride. You can close your like for me, I can close my eyes, and next thing I know, like we'll be there. Like so, I don't
Yeah.
think too much of it, really.
Okay. So you're definitely one of those guys that can take a nap on the bus. I know there's definitely
Yeah,
people that can't do that.
I could if I wanted to. I've done it before. I don't think too much of it because usually like I take a nap and then we get there and we do our serve and pass there if we take the bus, and it's like I'll just get my adrenaline going like as soon as we start warming up anyways. So, and as long as the nap isn't over like 40 minutes like or 30 minutes, I won't feel tired when I wake up. Honestly, I'll feel like energized like a quick power nap. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it seems like you're kind of a napper. You're a big napper, or not really?
Oh, I used to be. Oh my God. But no, I don't have time. I don't have time for naps now. But my freshman year here, we had 8 a.m. practices.
Oof.
Our practice blocks were 8 to 12. So that would mean like rehab or whatever before at like 7,
Yeah.
whatever. And I would always have to take a nap after that, just waking up so early. And first thing you do is play volleyball and lift. And I would have to take a nap after practice, go home, and then miss class or
Right.
class,
I mean,
really tired. But now with like the 11, we practice 11 to 3 now, which is great for sleep. I mean, I get a good like 8 to 10 hours every day, really.
that's great. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't need a nap, and honestly, I don't have time for a nap either. All my classes are in the afternoon. It's important classes now.
Yeah,
Going
junior
my
year.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah. How's that balance been? I mean, we talked about all the athletic stuff, but right, balancing the academics, I think that's something that like a lot of just the regular students don't really realize, and like fans, like how difficult that is to balance the athletics and the academics at the same time.
Yeah, I would say that it is difficult, but it is not too much to handle. Like, yes, we do practice 4 hours a day. Yes, we miss like full days of class for games or whatever, and yeah, we sometimes need some extra sleep or whatever, but like if you can manage your time right, I don't think it really is that hard. But there's
Mm.
also the mental side of like, oh, like I'm an athlete, like I don't need to go to class. And I think that's pretty common. And not to say like it's a bad thing, but like personally, I'm not playing pro volleyball. I'm probably done with volleyball after college. So I should probably do my best to take advantage of the academics that like a school like USC has to offer
Yeah.
and use that to my advantage, especially for post grad. So, and we also have like free tutors that come with like being an athlete here. Like if you try hard and you care, like it's not too hard for me at least.
That's awesome. I mean, it does sound like a lot, but I mean, the way you explain it, manage your time well, then you can definitely get it done.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering, like, how is that balance of the off days, like when you do practice, or do you not practice on off days at all? Or I was just wondering how that's like,
Yeah,
schedule wise at least.
if we usually will sometimes we'll have like lift only days where you'll go in and you'll do like a quick lift and then maybe we'll do like yoga or we'll have some film or some meetings and we won't practice or won't play volleyball. And some days we'll only play volleyball and not lift or whatever, but I think it's pretty rare for us to have an off day during the week.
Right. Okay.
But yeah.
And then, do you guys do like I mean, I assume you guys do individual work, but I'm curious, like, and then how does that go fitting in with like regular team practices too?
Yeah, the only time you really get a chance to do individual work is before or after practice. Before practice sometimes is hard though because our women's team practices from 7 to 11, so like they're right before us, and if we're lifting, you gotta go get reps before lift, and they're still in the gym at that time, so that
Yeah.
probably won't work. So really, the most time you have for individual work is like right after practice, which a lot of people do, and I know a lot of the pins will get extra passing reps if need be, and I know a lot of the pins will get extra reps with the setters just for connection and stuff, like after practice, and one of the coaches will toss if they can, and if not, then like someone will gladly step in and toss or pass free balls. But
Okay.
that's like, yeah, that's our individual work time.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of curious how you balance that. Just, I'm sure that, you want to get some individual work in, you want to keep yourself sharp, and sometimes you don't always get all those reps in the team practices. So I was just curious how that goes.
Yeah, like definitely I felt that before, like feeling like I had a really bad practice or feeling like I really didn't touch the ball that much in a practice, especially as like a libero. I will ask like one of the coaches to stay back and, hit balls at me like hard driven balls, like, and I'll play defense. I just get like some good touches and see the ball better. Yeah.
Okay. One more, like, last question. How many courts do you guys have? I'm just curious just on what that experience is like.
Like in our gym.
Yeah, the one that you practice in, at least.
Oh, yeah, we have 3. So
Okay.
we have one like this, like the main practice court, and then we have 2 side by side like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is right next to the basketball practice gyms. They're like right next door. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We don't practice on Terraflex though. We practice on regular gym floor, and it would be really nice to practice on Terraflex, I think, for the guys that jump. Not that I care.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't make a difference, so. Yeah.
Okay, so now you brought it up. Now I'm curious again. Like, what do you have, like, a favorite material to play on? Because, in club, there's always the sport court and stuff like that, and then there's the
Yeah.
Terraflex, of course, hardwood.
I hate.
Or does it
sport
not
court.
really make a difference?
I think sport court just like is so bad. Like
Yeah.
you're so injury prone on a sport court. Whether it's jumping or you're like falling or diving, anything, like it's just plastic or whatever, or at least that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Terraflex is nice. It feels more premium, and I think that when I dive, I get less bruises. At least it feels like my skin doesn't scrape as hard. But I really don't mind the difference between Terraflex and gym floor. personally.
Yeah, because I definitely I had a go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I do like Terraflex though. Now that I think about it, just because the Terraflex is always like a very solid color, and it helps. And I don't know how, but maybe like the lighting or something, it helps me personally see the ball better.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it might be weird or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know like it's different from like high school gyms, right? Where you have the 3-point line and all the other lines on there. Like
Yeah.
that definitely makes it annoying to try and figure out what line is in or out. I was gonna say when I was in club, we were doing like a like a suicide and you have to dive at the end type of stuff. I swear, and it's not trying to make it graphic, but like I definitely like had a cut on my hand because there was it's sport court, it's not great, and there was like a little cutout that like popped up, and then I dove, and then yeah, for sure, I've just always had disdain for sport court. Like I just hate it. So I'm glad you said that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
His question was trying to get you to talk as much trash about sport court as you possibly could. He was like, "Yeah, I need another hater here."
Oh yeah.
To validate my experience, man, it was terrible. I was like 15 and I have a huge gash on my hand. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I'm playing volleyball. I'm not playing a contact sport. I'm not trying to get hurt like that.
Who said volleyball's not a contact sport?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
About just libero stuff in general, like what do you think is maybe like the most important skill for you moving into that college game that maybe you didn't think was as important in high school, or it wasn't as hard to do in high school?
I'll speak on both like serve receive and defense. Thinking serve receive is just taking like bigger seams and really being like a loud voice. And this is something that I think Johnny is one of the best liberos in the country at this, is taking so many balls and taking so much court on serve receive. And if you watch back our games, like he will pass balls that are hard driven and it'll probably be like half a step away from like someone else, and he's able to go steal that ball and pass a dime and let it free up our hitters to go on the route and do their thing. And like in club, that's like no one tells you to do that. Everyone's just like everyone's got to pass, like pass, and you have seams left or whatever, and if it's in your seam, you got to take it and whatever. So in serve receive, it's definitely that. And on defense, it's, in my opinion, just directing traffic. Is like you as a libero need to literally be yelling at everyone and like getting on them mid play to like remind them to do certain things. Like gotta remind them to cover, because people will set, like, not to name names, but like you will see people like set the ball and just watch, right? Like I used to do that too in high school.
Yeah.
Or like you will, like people will approach and not get set and just watch, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what separates like a good team against like a sloppy team, is like discipline. And I think it's the libero's job on the court to keep everyone disciplined and make sure they're doing what they have to do.
Yeah, I love that. I mean,
and just yelling and like screaming your lungs out and like yelling names and all that mid play.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I coach a little bit too. I don't play as much anymore. Maybe like when you play grass or whatever, but I don't play as much. And I coach, and I love that. Just having a libero that's like confident and being able to take more of the court, especially on serve receive, especially in like the women's game. Like I coach a girls team, and that's really important in like float serve receive, being able to take a lot of court, especially for like your hitters. Like it can definitely help out a lot. Like the block coverage, everything. I mean, shoot, maybe we need to take that soundbite that you just said and have my kids listen to that. Got to be disciplined.
Yeah, I mean, discipline also goes for like your system, right? Like block options that you're in. Like if one person is in the wrong spot, like you ruin the whole system, right? Like you could like make a read or whatever, but you still got to understand like your responsibility in the system. And if you trust yourself to make a read and get out of position, then like that's fine. Like everyone makes that, or everyone trusts everyone to make that decision. But like normally, everyone has to be in the right spot or the system falls apart.
Yeah. Actually, now that you said that, I'm kind of curious. How does that game plan go? I mean, of course, don't reveal any secrets or whatever, trade secrets. But like how does that system go when you game plan against a team? Like, is it a lot of just coach going for it, or because does Johnny say anything, or like are you guys allowed to give like a lot of input on what you see out there?
We are a very, very vocal team. So everyone is contributing. We encourage freshmen to talk. If you know something, say it.
Yeah.
Coaches have what they think, but you're welcome to challenge it. If you think you know more about something, about a certain thing, you should probably say it, and everyone will chime in. However.
And how does that game plan overlap for you guys? At least defensively, right? You have the blocking options that you have to go for, and then also, how does that back row defense move with it? Is that a lot of communication, in film that you guys are having, with the front row players?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like I forgot the word that our coach uses, but he used to always use this word that like basically says like basically what I was explaining, like back row, the back row falls apart if the front row falls apart. Like if the block is in the wrong spot, then like your defenders don't know what to do.
Yeah.
If your defender's in the wrong spot, then you're blocking and defending the same ball, which doesn't make sense, right? And so it's like front row, back row. It's like a collective responsibility or whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's always talk between the front and the back row. I mean, typically just like a block option, and everyone will know where to go.
Gotcha. All right, that's good for me.
All right. Then we'll just move straight on into a couple of like the TikTok-y Instagram reel games that we have real
Yeah.
quick. And we're going to start it off with just a couple of rapid fire questions so people can just get to know you as a person a little bit better. So we'll start off with, do you have a favorite pregame food besides caffeine, I guess?
Not Celsius.
Not Celsius. Gosh. Okay. Recently we've been having a lot of grilled chicken and pasta. I don't know if that's like the best thing to have, but I eat. I don't care.
It's pretty clean, I guess. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so the grilled chicken and pasta. And I always have a plate of fruit. Always.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
You got a favorite fruit?
I wouldn't be able to name a favorite right now off the top of my head, but the one I usually go for in our platter is strawberries.
Okay.
Nice.
It's been a thing ever since I got here. Every pregame meal. Full plate of strawberries. And everyone's like, Brad, stop taking all the strawberries, bro. Yeah.
First come, first serve, bro.
Yeah, I'm always there first.
And then for music, do you have any pregame like hype music or genres of music that you like to listen to? Artists maybe?
I don't really wear headphones or whatever, or like lock into myself pregame. We, as a team, will usually listen to like a song together right before we go out. I think typically, recently, we've been, getting the vibes up with some rap, and then right before we go out, probably some like, some EDM or some house or
Nice.
something that just like gets everyone like riled up and ready to go.
Yeah. Adrenaline pumping, a little bit extra.
Yeah, I think that's what the other guys were saying too.
Yeah,
Like house
some
or
extra
EDM.
bass. Yeah.
And then do you have any cheat meals for maybe your off days? Or I know we've had some responses where I think it was Cam Thorne where he's like, yeah, I don't really do cheat meals at all, but do you have any cheat meals or anything?
I'm honestly like I'm underweight. I could probably eat like I could have any cheat meal and I can't gain weight. I don't know what it is, but I am stuck at 135 pounds, maybe sometimes 140. If I've been eating a lot, but really the highest I'll go up is 140, and I just cannot get any heavier than that. So any food or cheat meal that I eat just goes straight to my face fat. So I don't do cheat meals.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think when we asked Dylan was like panda, and he like had that off the dome. Like that was like super quick for him.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, my girlfriend cooks a lot, and she makes
Oh,
like
okay.
really good meals. So typically I'll just have like what she's cooking, or if not, like I'll microwave something or order like Chipotle or I don't know. I'm a
Okay.
big burger guy. I love burgers. So.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
But I don't really think that's like a cheat meal. I think it's like if it has the right stuff, it's still pretty healthy. Like it might be really greasy or
Yeah.
whatever, really fat, but I could use fat, honestly. Yeah.
And then, do you have any favorite movies or TV shows right now, or all time, anything like that?
The Hunger Games.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Just rewatched all of it. Nothing else to come into my head, but I think The Hunger Games is a great movie.
Yeah,
Did you read the
that's a
books?
classic series.
I only read the first one. Not a big reader.
That's fair. That's
Valid.
fair.
Yeah.
And then, do you have any unexpected hobbies or talents that I guess people wouldn't expect from you or even from a volleyball player?
Unexpected talents. No, but hobby. I love to play Valorant. I guess that's not unexpected.
Nice.
Okay.
But I'm Asian. But recently I've been picking up and playing Valorant a lot more. Again, I used to play a lot,
Nice.
but
Okay.
yeah, my free time.
Peak
I'm a
rank?
gamer. Peak rank Diamond 1. Not that good. It's a
Ooh.
Hey.
hobby. Yeah.
Hey, but D1 athlete, you're still in college. I feel like D1's pretty solid though.
Yeah.
And then, do you have a favorite volleyball memory?
I could think of two, and actually I'm gonna think of three. First one is getting that offer from Nygaard. Like
Yeah.
that was once I knew it was a thing, that became my dream, and so that was literally a dream come true. Number two, when we beat Hawaii last year at the Outrigger Invitational,
Mhm.
when we went there and won that tournament, that was
Yeah.
a core memory because the next day we had, the whole day to ourselves, like no games, whatever, and we just come off like a win off like a ranked win like that, and felt great. And then lastly, senior night last year against UCLA, and we swept them.
Yeah.
That was also that is a core memory. I still remember that very well. Yeah.
Nice. Did you have like any favorite seniors from your previous teams, or like I guess maybe like seniors who were like taking good care of you, anything like that?
Two actually from last year. Guy Guinness and Austin Stewart. Austin Stewart, to call him Stu, has always been like the funniest guy you'll talk to. Like he is just like a ball of energy, and like everything he says will make you laugh. And he's been helping me with some professional advice as well. And
Nice.
he just came to the UCLA game yesterday too, which was awesome. And it's like Libero love, so
Yeah.
that's one senior I for sure miss. And Guy Guinness, obviously, that guy came in to USC from UCLA and shaped our program. And him and Dylan, last year, seriously molded our team into a championship caliber team. And so I miss his maturity. I miss him. He still texts me here and there. I'll text him. He lets us know when he's coming in town.
Nice.
All that. Yeah. And he's a unexpectedly funny guy.
Oh, really?
He is so funny. Yeah. You you can have a conversation about anything with that guy, and you'd probably end up laughing.
Sounds like a good
Shout out to
vibes
them.
guy for the team. Yeah.
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 And then I guess this answer might be pretty easy, but do you have any teams that you're looking forward to playing for the rest of the season?
Oh yeah. There's tomorrow or Friday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
after that, there's I guess I don't really know if there's any that I'm specifically looking forward to, but I am excited to play Menlo
Ooh.
because Josh Friedman, who was on SC for a few years,
Mhm.
I think he's the starting setter at Menlo now, so I'm excited to see him and play against him.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess on a similar note and similar question, what non-USC player would you want to most play with right now if you just had the chance to?
Non-USC player that I could play with right now. My old club teammate, Logan Muir. He's on
Ooh.
Purdue Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
and that guy
Okay.
flies. And
Yeah.
I remember playing with him in the club, and I would just, any high ball, I would chuck it to him, and he would go to work. So,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah.
It's a good choice. And now for a big one, do you have any volleyball hot takes?
Hot takes. That's a good question, actually. Really good question. I think that liberos should be able to serve.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
That is a
that is a
change
very
from
spicy one.
yeah, especially from like club to college. That is that
Yeah.
change there.
And it's like if you think about it, also put a libero, put like an outside or someone in a libero jersey and have them like swap in to serve. Like that's literally a free serving sub that you could continuously do, and it's not just like a one-time thing throughout the set. There's that, or there's the fact that like I could serve. Like
Not
You
biased
got
at
a
all,
nasty
but
top, nasty top.
yeah, I do. Let me go out there and rip one.
Come on, NCAA, make it
Yeah.
happen.
nice. And then our last little quick question is, do you have any dream brand collaborations or NIL deals that you'd want to have?
I mean, you mentioned it. Celsius would be fun.
Nice.
Hit him
Just
up.
like a good supply of Celsius. God, there was one actually that I've been thinking of that just a thought that would be so fun or so nice to have. It was a clothing brand. I might have been thinking about Lulu.
Okay.
Just like
That'd be pretty sick.
yeah, I mean they have everything you need and like a cool NIL deal and some extra discount wouldn't
Yeah, yeah.
hurt. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like some like USC Lulu collab would be kind of fire.
There
Actually,
you go. Yeah.
that'd be fire.
Yeah. There is a USC Lululemon line. Or there
Oh,
was.
there
I don't know
is?
if it's yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you need the discount for it too, so
Right,
they
right.
gotta hit you up.
Especially because it's Lulu, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, then we're moving on to another quick segment that's kind of similar, but I'm gonna give you kind of some categories, like superlatives basically, for your USC team, and I guess you can name the player that fits each category best.
Got it.
So, who on the team has the best serve?
Best serve. I'm gonna go with. Wait, are we talking about like best for like overall best, most consistent? Like, oops, sorry. Like,
Whatever
what-
constitutes best for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, whatever you think is best.
All right, I'm gonna go Sterling Foley.
Nice. Any
This
particular
guy goes
reason or?
on- This guy in the past, however many games, has gone on generational serving runs. And
He had a run last night too.
had a
Yeah.
run last night against Irvine. We were down maybe like 24-18. Came back 24-24 on his serving run.
Yeah.
Like, probably 2 or 3 aces on that run. Like when he's on it, he's on it. And his serve is like it's not a true spin. It's got some like funk to it, and
Yeah.
it's a really good serve.
And then next we have who's the best on the team on Ox?
I think most people would feel like Dylan just because he's usually on Ox in the weight room, but I'm gonna have to go with Wesley Smith.
Okay.
A
What
lot of
makes
you
him a
don't
little
rock with
different?
you don't rock with Dylan stuff or
no, I mean I love it, but like if it's like a chill day and I want someone on Ox, I'm picking Wes. You know,
Nice.
we have very similar music
Yeah.
taste, a lot of reggae, a lot of country, and more chill stuff. That
Okay, okay.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Maybe besides yourself, because I think I'd give this one to you, but who has the best bench celebrations?
Ooh.
Or you could say you if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I'm the most energetic on the bench. I'm always in the front, like on like streams or videos. Like you'll see me run up and down. I almost got a
Yeah,
yellow
yeah.
card yesterday. Um, yeah, where I'm like always running up too close to the court, and then the ref will be like, "Hey, like you gotta tell him to back up." And Coach Prager will come back to us and like motion like he's telling us to back up, but he'll be like, "Keep doing it, keep doing it." But no, yesterday I went too far, and Niagara had to come tell me to like back up a little bit, where we were getting a yellow card. But yeah, I'm gonna go with me, and if not me, I'm gonna go with Jack Eberton and Riley Hayne. Those two guys are so valuable on the bench. They provide a lot of energy and are always celebrating.
Nice. And then who do you think is the most underrated player on the team right now?
Most underrated on the team right now, Tyler Robinson.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean he's been a huge part of our team the past few weeks, right? With Wes or Parker or Tiago, whoever it is, dealing with injuries,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like T-Rob will step in and he will put the ball away and he will block the ball. Like he's just like a rock of energy, and it's amazing. He also gets on the
USC
ball
medals.
so quick. If you've seen it, it is insane.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then I guess this is kind of similar. This could also be an answer where it's you, but who's the most likely to get a yellow card?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one, me for running on the court or something, or doing something stupid like that. And two, probably it's gonna be a hot take, low key. But actually, no, I'm not gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with Sterling for
Okay.
I mean, he ripped his jersey last night.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like not because like he would do something intentionally, but just because like he would do something that the ref would be like, bro, what? Yellow card. Yeah, like in a funny way.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, number three. What?
Yeah,
Why has he got number three on?
yeah.
And then who do you think's the best trash talker on the team? I know you don't do much of the trash talking, but
Uh,
if you've heard what anyone else is saying,
Christian Connell, this guy loves to trash talk. Oh my God. He
off the dome
will,
quick.
yeah, in practice, he will stuff you, stare you down, start talking, and then he will stuff you again, and then he'll get set and he'll bounce a line on you or whatever. And the second any of that happens, he's like on fire. It just keeps going. It keeps going. And, like nothing will stop him. You can trash talk him back. It just adds fuel to the fire, and he just becomes like the most unstoppable player ever. And if you want to trash talk someone, he is not the one to trash talk. Yeah.
And then who do you think puts together the best block to be behind on the team?
To play behind a block.
Yeah.
You got a lot of
So
really good
good.
blockers on your team.
I know. This is a hard one. I want to say, so I like to dig balls. Um, it's nice when they block it, but I was gonna go with like maybe Dylan or Sterling, but they'll just block the ball. So there's not much digging to do. I'm gonna go with Parker, and not to say that like he doesn't block the ball. Like he definitely gets a bunch of blocks, but it's nice playing against or playing with like a big block where you don't have to worry about the ball going over. Like him and Wes both. Like
Yeah.
I'll play under that block all day, and there's really nowhere else to go except like under that block. So I'll just sit right there, and it typically can come right to me. Yeah.
That's true. You got two guys that like I don't think they're gonna get OT'd
Yeah.
like ever.
Yeah.
Right. Then our last category we have who's had the best pancake of the season so far.
Let's just go with
Say yourself.
myself. No, no, no. You know who had a really good pancake that like kept the point alive, but we didn't do anything about it? Wes, last night. Oh my God. Him and Parker both dove for a ball, second contact, and
Yeah.
T-Rob on the bench made a really good joke, like, well, not a joke, but like an observation. That's 14 feet of coverage. They're both on the floor. Like, how much space does that cover? But no, he like dove from like left back to right back and pancaked it. It was up, but we weren't able to get it over. But I think, like, when a middle pancakes a ball, I think it's got to be the
Yeah.
top one. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would say
that's
a pretty good
electric,
pancake,
right?
Too. Yeah.
A middle playing some defense like that. That's gotta be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll move on to our blind rankings now. So
Let's go.
these ones should be pretty fun, pretty quick, but we're gonna start off with blind ranking libero skills. So
Okay.
whatever you think is most important just for liberos. We'll start you off with out of system setting. So you got 1 through 5.
I'm gonna go with 5, just because most teams go with their area 6 or their back or outside to that second ball, and so it's not like too big of a job as much anymore.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe it's
that's
more for
definitely
the women's game. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Next we got serve receive.
Serve receive, I will go with number 1. I think that should be pretty universal as a libero. Or all
Yeah.
you liberos will think that serve receive is the most important. I mean, it goes to show with our team, like with like Johnny and all that serve receive space that he takes up, like we can run our system pretty much on any ball, and that's kudos to Johnny.
And then the next one we have for you is digging or just defense.
Digging and defense, I'm gonna go with number 2, because if you're not digging balls, you're not giving your team a chance, and
Yeah.
digging is also just as electric as you can make it, or as you can be as a libero.
Yeah.
And I would put this at number 1, but realistically, I think serve receive is more important. But I think digging is the best thing, so I'm gonna go with number 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we only have 3 and 4 left for you. But next we have block coverage.
Ooh, block coverage. I'm gonna go with number four, just because I don't really know what you're gonna go with number three, like the last option.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think block coverage is like a lot of it is luck, especially if it's hard driven. Like actually take a whack at it and it gets blocked. Like if you're in the right spot, then and it comes to you and you're able to like flip it up like that, that's good. But if it's like a recycle, anyone's gonna be able to get that ball up. So the
Yeah.
skill of having that like at a high skill isn't too important in my opinion.
Hmm.
So yeah.
All right, then that leaves your number three. And at number three, we have just leadership. So libero leadership.
I'm so happy with that ranking. That's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Nice.
mean, it's like technical skills first, then leadership, and then some two
The more,
add-ons, I
yeah, the more
guess.
like niche stuff
Yeah,
at the end.
like
Yeah.
that's a good blind ranking in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Very
think
well
you actually
done.
murdered that.
Yeah, let's go.
Perfect list. Then we got one more blind ranking left for you. And here we're going to have you blind rank NorCal club teams.
All right, I'm
So
ready.
these are pretty fun. Yeah. So first off, we're going to give you Red Rock Volleyball Club.
Red Rock Volleyball Club. They are their ones teams are solid, in my opinion. But there's also three that I know are for sure gonna be on the list. So I'm gonna go with number four.
Okay. Then here's probably one of the more obvious ones. We have Beta Bay.
Beta Bay will be my number two.
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
nice.
Gotta give credit where credit is due. That they're a darn good club. I mean,
Hmm.
they have success and have had success over the years, and they have a lot of good players that come out of that club, and their coaches are good coaches. But can't put them at number one.
Yep. Nothing
Nice.
else to be said.
Next we have Bay Area Volleyball Club.
Okay, BAVC. I'll go with number five. I don't think that they have been a very um, competitive club or like a club that really gives competition to like one of the top clubs in NorCal, but at least when I played. But
Hmm.
maybe they've gone better. But I'm gonna put them at five.
Valid.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. Hey, you're picking from like the best clubs here, so five is not bad.
And then next for you we have Northern California Volleyball Club.
Okay, NCVC. I'm gonna go with number three. I think NCVC is they. I remember playing them a lot. They're from Sacramento, and they actually do have some really good players. We've taken some NCVC players from like at MVVC. We would like recruit them to come play for us. One example is Cale Cochran from USC, the freshman. He played at
Hmm.
MVVC.
Okay.
Before that, he played at NCVC, and we were able to snatch him and have him play for us.
I did
Yeah,
see that when I was looking up the teams. I was like, wait a second, you guys
yeah,
stole him.
yep, yeah.
But that means at number one, you left it for a reason. You have Mountain View Volleyball
Let's
Club.
go. There it is. That's my home. Mountain View Volleyball Club. I owe everything to that club. Seriously. Yeah. Best
Yeah.
coaches, best facilities, awesome community. The families of the players there are amazing, incredible. And yeah, I went back and helped coach
Nice.
for them my freshman
Awesome.
summer. And, I do whatever I can to help that club because I love that club.
And then my own personal shout out to the club. They just produced a lot of I'm a UCSD alumni, so just shout out to them. They produced a lot of our players, so good job to you guys.
Let's go. That's awesome.
But that'll wrap it up for all of our TikTok games here, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for the podcast. So thank you so much, Brad, for coming on again, and we'll give you the floor now if you want to plug anything else, any last words you want to give, any thanks or anything. The floor is yours.
I mean, no, I mean, thank you guys for having me, right? Like, appreciate the recognition and having my name out there. So, seriously, thank you guys.
No problem. We were excited to have you on. So, and
Yeah.
especially because we've had a lot of USC guys on. We had to have you on as well. So we're super excited
Yeah.
about it.
Awesome. Really appreciate it.
All right.
And
Thank you, man.
yeah.
It was awesome.